It's the final week of the regular season, week 11. Many of the ranked teams in our area looking for some momentum going into the playoffs. We've got all your highlights and scores coming up right now.
This is Friday Night Football Fever, live from Mountain Dew Field. Here's WKRG News 5 Sports' Randy Patrick and Simone Eli.
All right, Mountain Dew Field holding up well during the regular season.
Certainly
we
is.
kicked it off, the third week of August, and we blinked, and Halloween's almost here.
It has flown by, hasn't it? And finally, some fall weather for the last week of the high school football season, week 11. And tonight's game of the week takes us to Mobile Christian. The Leopards hosting BC-Rain, a non-region matchup, but two of our playoff teams looking for a win and some momentum going into the playoffs. Next week, First time action here is Mobile Christian on the move. Handoff goes to Devin Harris around the right side. He's up the sideline for a huge gain. Leopards in business again. It's feed him again. It's Harris into the end zone. He goes. Mobile Christian on top, 7-0. Rain looking to respond, and they would. On the ground, it's Bryce Dowlin. And check him out, a huge hole. He outruns everybody in for the touchdown. Game tied at 7. Second quarter, Leopards give it to Miguel Caboya, finds pay dirt. Mobile Christian gets this big win, 27-16 over BC-Rain.
UMSWright closing out the regular season with a game against a 6A undefeated team, but they bite off more than they could chew against the Helena Huskies coming south. Well, Terry Curtis's Bulldogs did not.
Wow.
They were impressive. They were up 31-0, and that was your final score. UMS 9-1. They'll host Marbury next week. UMSWright started the season with a loss to 7A Baker, and they have won 9 straight. Way to go, Terry Curtis.
You know, you want to go in there, like I say, play your best ball. We've won 9 in a row right now, and you know, tonight losing could probably hurt us a little bit, you know, as far as our confidence and everything else. Right now we play with a lot of confidence, and these guys are having a lot of fun playing. As long as they keep doing that, you know, who knows where we can get, you know. The best team don't always win this stuff. You know, in the playoffs, you got to be good, you got to be a little bit lucky, and you got to catch the brackets right.
All right, an impressive win for UMS.
Gotta love yourself some Terry Curtis. All right, over in Baldwin County now. Daphne hosting Spanish Fort to wrap up the regular season. No score in the first when Brendan Bird connects with Trevon Reed. Tries to get up the field, but he's stripped by Trojans' Jamon Jackson. Daphne jumps on it, and we're headed the other way. A few plays later, it's Nick Clark, a little hop, skip, and a jump. Clark turns on the Jets. Eventually brought down by the Toros. Daphne in business on offense. Coach says, let's eat, let's go, let's get it on the ground again. Tyler Bradley this time, a race to the pylon, and he's in for the touchdown. It's 7-0. Daphne on top at home. All right, Trojans added a field goal to make it 10-0 before the Toros got things going on offense. Bird goes deep to Cameron Jackson, comes down with it. The official sides with the receiver. Spanish Fort knocking on the door. It's Bird. He punches it in for the score on the keeper, and Spanish Fort rallies for a big win, 31-17. The Toros rolling into the playoffs.
Theodore visiting Sims tonight, taking on the Vikings of Mary Montgomery. It's been a long, tough season for MGM. And it's senior night, and a big defensive play coming up here for the home team. Cardell Patrick with the interception. He'll run it into the end zone for the pick six. Point after attempt good. 7-0. MGM smelling an upset. Theodore, Demetrius Pogue tosses the option back to Kirsten Rogers, and you know what he can do with it. He takes it to the house. The game tied 7-7, and it's Pogue again with the snap, and he'll throw it deep again to Rogers, and Rogers with good hands and great speed. He takes it in, and Theodore wins it 48-7. They're 9-1. The Vikings in the season 0-10. Theodore will host Prattville next week in round 1 of the playoffs.
Bobcats the 2 in 7A Region 1. Meanwhile, Baker the 3 in 7A Region 1. And big part of that success for the Hornets is Josh Flowers right here. The quarterback, just a sophomore, throws it deep to find Jamari Hawkins, who's been dynamite for this Baker team all throughout the season. Here's Flowers again, this time to Kevin Beckham with the moves, gets in for the score. It's 27-7 at that point. Baker leading Davidson. The Warriors would get on the board here. It's Bryce Fick, hands off to Justin Poe for the touchdown, and the PAT is good, but Baker goes on to win this one, 51-35. The final, a big win for the Hornets now going into the playoffs, Randy.
Baker, Theodore, Fairhope. Very impressive regular season.
Yes, they certainly are. Daphne in that one as well for the playoffs next week. But before then, we have more highlights from tonight, week 11 of the high school football season, coming at you after the break. Stay with us.